Waramuli anigani yantan, amawampa Yarraka yubanango, dankan banjalang wanarua, bintankan birigaba gangalu, ngaykal yagaran turbo. Or in English, hello everyone, my name is Yarraka. First and foremost, we follow proper protocol, as we do every single time, and thank you to Brother Tristan for doing that. We acknowledge the caretakers of country. That is a very ancient diplomatic protocol that has been carried out in this country since millennia. It's got nothing to do with being politically correct. Each and every single one of you here have permission to do that acknowledgement if you see fit. But to understand why we do that, it's paying our respects because we are all visitors. Unless you're a Yagara or Turrbal person, we pay our respects to the ancestors, to the energy of this place. Very important that we do that wherever we go. My grandmother used to say, if we live in this place and we call this place home, we have an obligation to learn the true history. So welcome to our world. We've been fighting this for 250 years. This is the country we live in. If you haven't seen the First Nations map of Australia, First Nations people are not all clones of ourselves. We have hundreds of different nations, very similar to Italy. Lots of beautiful little countries, or similar to Europe, I should say. Lots of beautiful little countries in one big country. We pay our respects to all sovereign nations. Every single one of you here, we are all sovereign, autonomous human beings. It is up to us to fight. I've got 3 generations of my family here. As we are rocking up, showing up and fighting and standing out, we must speak up and stand out for future generations. That's the obligation we have to ensure our children live in a much more accepting, loving, kind and compassionate world. My parents and grandparents and ancestors didn't die in vain. I'm picking up where they left off with my children and my granddaughter here today. So as I said, welcome to our world. It's been 250 years of invasion of this country. We've been fighting for our freedoms for the last 250 years. Thank you to each and every one of you, not just here in the crowd, but around the world, that are finally standing in solidarity with us. Thank you. Because when you think about it, when has the 3 most corrupt entities in the whole world ever had our interest at heart? Government, media and big pharma, really? So just a few things that's going on around our world today. We've got lockdowns, curfews, closed borders, police checkpoints, work permits, drone surveillance, chopper patrols. Our brothers and sisters in Melbourne, our hearts go out to you. Literally being held for 23 hours of confinement a day with only 1 hour exercise. We've got mandatory medical procedures, banned travel, food rationing, closed religious place, denied sunshine, school closures, allocated shopping time, government access to homes without a warrant, no wedding celebrations, funerals or gatherings, or no cultural practices and protocols, decimated economy, limited attendees at funerals, business closures, no family visits, movement banned beyond 5 kilometres in areas. There's military patrols, government removal of children. There hasn't just been one stolen generation. This is an ongoing. It's oppression. We've got oxygen deprivation, infinite restrictions, censorship, fear-mongering. That is the real virus here, fear. If anyone is seeking any legal representation, I encourage you to do what I did, join the class action. If we don't know our rights, we're going to continue in this very self-destructive life cycle because we don't know our rights. There's class actions. Check out Advocate Me, Serene Tefaha. How do you pronounce her name? Tefaha. Serene Tefaha in Melbourne is doing an amazing job with the class action. If you've been affected in any way, please check out the class action, Advocate Me.
Free Victoria! Free Victoria! Free Victoria!
Exactly. This land is illegally occupied, so there is no jurisdiction for each and every single one of us. If you study the Magna Carta, you will understand that. Please do your research And I thank you, Brother Tricky, Sister Roimata Kayu, Serene, to Stevie and Tay's way, to Mark and Sinai, my nephew Chase, the freedom fighters that have gone before us. We have an obligation to those in future generations. And I want to leave you with a speech that my dad actually said at my grandmother's funeral. And this is what my dad said, and this really resonates with me today because this is exactly what we're here for. My dad says about his mum, she taught us to look past the racism, injustice, lies and greed. She taught us to look past those things, to look for the goodness inherent in every person. The goodness we all share when we dream of clean air and water as the essential birthright of every child. Regardless of race, colour, creed or country, how all of us individually and collectively and globally can empower ourselves to become honourable ancestors to our future generations by bequeathing them a healthy Mother Earth. It is up to us. If not now, when? If not us, who? And last but not least, I want to make a promise or an oath to my parents and grandparents who died in the struggle for the freedoms that I have today. I want to make a promise in front of each and every one of you, to my honourable ancestors, to my children, to my granddaughter, to your children and future generations. We will not give up. We will continue to fight. Because we are the people. We are in the power. We have the majority. But we need people power. So power to the people. Who's with me? Yo, way. And that's my granddaughter. A very strong, healthy, fifth generation, healthy, unvaccinated, vegan baby. That's why we do it. She'll be the next one up here. In marches to come, we will not stop. We will keep going. So live by example, everyone. It's up to us. Yo, way.